lotus. I can show you again. Let's do the grape first, and then we go back if we want to see some more about the lotus. So what I use is these 3 brushes for the grape. This one is the combination brushes. These were the small for the vine wolf brush, and the large the wolf brush for the leaf. So that's the 3 brush I'm using. Okay. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I would suggest you pre-mix your colors. Okay. So in other words, if you are doing the purple color, you do the 3 different value of the purple color, the light, darker purple, middle tone, and the lighter. Okay. So in other words, your color will be more consistency throughout. Okay. So you don't have to continue, go back, mixing the color.
So Anna text saying that how do you make the grape so round?
Okay, yeah. All right. This is the grape have 2 kind, one's more oval, one's more circle, right? Okay, let's see. To show you the grape. Okay. Okay. At first, if I'm doing the purple one, I'm mixing the phthalo blue, okay, with the red colors, right? So I'm mixing the 2 different colors. I have a darker, the purple, and the little bit lighter. And okay, right now I have 2 color on my brush. Then where's my water? Sorry. Then I just step my water a little. You don't go just a very little on the tips, okay? The reason I'm doing that, I want to push the color back a little bit so that I start with the little bit lighter. So that give me the highlight, okay? So you do the circle. And first of all, just be gentle, right? You only do 1 part, right? Then the important is the second part. You continue from the right-hand side. Then you kind of push it. You can go back and touch on a little bit. The highlight, okay. Okay. So in other words, the first line you did like 1/3, then 2/3 you kind of drag in and close up to make a circles. All right. Let's do another one. So you can do few. If after you warmed up the color, then go back, reload you don't have to go back each time. So the second time, you can just dip the water a little bit, right? The color get lighter. You see that second one? The top of the pips a little bit lighter. That's because I was dipping in the water a little bit water. So push the color back, right? So you just continue build, keeping in mind the 1/3, and then kind of drag and close up. Let's just do a few more here. You see, Now you see that the first one I did have a little bit bleeds. I can go back and touch out, okay? So I'm going to use a little bit darker color to touch out a little bit. But that you always can do after. So the key is that when you touch out, you touch out when still wet. Don't wait to dry. If you wait to the dry, then you see that line. You touch out. So this when still wet, kind of blend it together more, right? So just continue to do more.
Amy, could you do that one grape again here? I just missed the first part, how you did the first grape.
Okay, all right.
Like, where do you start?
Okay, you see I did the 1/3, right? Okay,
Okay, the comma, right. Inverted.
go back to the other part, then continue joined.
Thank you.
So,
Okay.
so you kind of drag and close up, right?
Right. Because I did it and I forgot.
See that second one? You see that lighter? If I do lighter, you see the value change, right?
Yeah.
So the light and the darker, yeah. So that light is from the you touch it, get a little bit water, clean water on the tips. So they push the color back a little bit. Okay. So I do for few more these grape. So you brush it kind of drag it in, okay, to close out the whole grapes. Then after you've done the first one, your brush is become the flat. Then you need to go back, just make a point again, okay, do the second one. Then dip a little bit waters, right, then do the second one. So keep in mind that when you go back to the second grape, always you need to have tips. Then later, they added the shadow one, the second layer, sun was behind it. Okay, you can add some more grapes. You can go back and touch out, but touch out when still wet, right? Let's just do a few more. Okay, if that's I'm doing the whole thing to the purple grape. If I want the grape to have some greens on the tops, it's not complete turn into the still have some greenish on the top. You can add some of the greenish color on the tips, right? See these ones got some orange green on the top. This one, right? So in other words, for Asian art, you want to have a less touch out, okay? And it's if you can manage to do all at one brush stroke, that'd be nice. Okay, like this have some the color a little bit difference, right? Okay, so if I'm just doing this one more, okay, I'm going to add one more.
So, Amy, if the light is usually on the top, should the bottom be darker?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I think, Tiny, it's supposed to be kind of consistent. When I did it last time, it worked better when it was sort of consistent.
You mean with all the grapes, so that
where the white thing came onto, the light came onto the grapes. I did it earlier and it was all in different directions and it didn't look as good. When it came on one, then it didn't look right. Better.
Right, neither in the kind of like same directions, okay, because the lights it will count the same areas, okay, so that's the grapes, right? Now I want to do the I can start add the little stem to join the grape together. So I'm using my small brushes, right? The wolf hair. Then I would use the green color, right? You can on the tips have a little bit brown color, which is fine. Or just so this is I loaded the brush as the use my small. I started from the top, right?
Color are you using again? Brown?
I use the green, and then you can add a little bit on the tips, the brown color. Okay, this is say for example, this is the starting. Okay, I'm started a little bit thin. Then I want to continue some of the areas, add more. Okay, so you need to carry on this. You see now so it's some you can see, some you don't, but now it's connect all the grapes. Okay. Now that's to do a leaves. So I have this yellow, right? The have add with the mix with the indigo. I'm mixing the colors. Okay, the green color, right? This is the green color. Then on the tips, I'm 2/3. I'm adding more darker green. So in other words, I'm just kind of rubbing the color I have with the indigo. So I have a darker, right? Colors, second layer. Then I have the ink. Then I have this ink, right? I'm added on the tips a little bit ink, so you can see it. I know you can see that or not. Here's the. So another was light green, darker green, and the black, right? So I'm going to start it as my side brush, right? See this. Five brush stroke, okay? Let's do another one here. See, this is one brush stroke, right? I started the widest one, okay? Then do the second one, then the third one, 4, 5. Okay. I think a lot vegetable, the like a pumpkin or other cucumber, their leaves are all similar like this, right? So five brush stroke, but not necessarily always 5. Sounds smaller, but if we want to do the large one, more front view, that's just to give you ideas. That's the 5 brush stroke to manage this leaf. So another word, it's when you do big leaf, use your side brush stroke. So make it the leaf wider as possible, right? So I'm adding more leaves.
You said you loaded dark green, then light green, then black, or
I
light
know
green,
the
dark green?
first is light green,
Light green, dark green, black.
darker green, then the black.
Okay.
Okay.
Light green,
So I
black.
did a few, so you can see the in different directions, right? Then I can add some more. So right now I already have a lot of leaves, right? They have a lot of leaves. So now I pretty much good for me to start add the stem. Okay, then I will add more leaves. I don't want to overkill. I'm going to add more grape later in between the leaves, right? Then the
You do,
yes.
oh, am I here? Can you do a leaf more slowly? I like
Okay, sure.
in
sure.
the out in the whatever.
Okay, all right. Let's do one more leaf. So first of all, you load a little bit lighter green, right? My brush is lighter green. Then I had to have a darker green. So I was adding the indigo. I have 2 greens now on my brush. Then the third is the ink. I have ink, right? So let's do one more leaf here, okay? See, this is the one, right? One leaf,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Okay. Then left and right, okay? So those are 3 leaves. Sometimes you can use 3, you're not necessarily 5, okay? Depends the angle. Sometimes if you don't like it so dark black ink, you can do a little bit less black ink. Okay. See, I just add a little bit more, 2 more small touch out on the top. Those top just kind of added the shapes. They are, you know, like the.
But when you did the top right, you know, one of the leaf top on the right, you turned your brush.
Right, right. Okay. In the different angle, of course, you turn
Right.
your brush, right? You from here, this direction, you brush more toward yourself, this direction. Then you turn your brush the other directions. Then the top, right? And the top you can find out goes in.
Yeah.
So in other words, you have a center point. Here's your center point, right? Here,
Yeah.
your center point. So no matter your brush goes down, you always start with your center point. You see they all go back to this center.
But getting that last one on the top right,
Right.
I'm not getting that one.
This one is from out goes in.
Right, and then the other one at the top.
This is from out goes in.
Out goes in. Okay.
You're right.
All right.
Okay. Or you can find in goes out. Sometimes
yeah.
it depends.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. As you can see that this is the if you divide these leaves, it's kind of like a 3 part, right? 1, 2, 3. If you divide these leaves, right? 1, 2, and 3. But it's very difficult to make these shapes from one brush stroke. So we break into the 5. Can you see now? I break it to 5.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and the reason that 5 is come out from top goes in because this curve. Okay, so it's go up, go down, and that's the center point. So we tried to manage this leaf use 5 brush stroke. Okay, and as you can see that here have a little bit curves in. So that's why when we're doing these leaves, little bit gap, it's okay. Okay, we don't have to be exactly, just to give you ideas of that. Then after that, we do the vine. This vine is very important for the flower paintings. That shows your skill, the Asian art skills. You want it for sure when you put down your brush stroke. Okay, here's the center. Now you can see I joined these 5, joined together. You see that? The center one, the vine.
Yeah.
Okay.
What color? How do you mix that color?
I just use a black because my leaf is very dark.
Okay.
I'm just using the black colors. Some light leaf, then you want to add a little bit red. Okay, you use dark red. But because this is so dark, so I use black.
Yeah.
Amy, I'm noticing that when I load my brush with the water in the 3 different colors, it gets dry very quickly.
Yes, it does.
I mean, I have to keep, it's too dry. It makes a dry leaf instead of a wet leaf.
Yeah, I think you did, because first of all, the leaf is big, so you need
Yeah.
you need to have more water on your brush. Also a little bit thicker, the colors, but you don't want it to be too dry. Your brush, you carry more water, so because it's a big leaf. Okay,
I'm
so
trying. Then it gets too wet, so it's like hard to know how much.
how much?
It's okay. I'll figure it out.
No, yeah, I have the same problem.
Yeah.
So
well, I do too.
so you wanted to be you kind of you have to try how much water you load you can finish one leaf. Okay, sometimes have a little bit of frying white is okay, but you don't want every leaf to have that. Okay, so once, because the same with for the joint, once you load the water and the ink or the color, if you use pigment a little bit thicker, it will be less bleeds. Okay, it holds better. Okay, because they got the glue in the pigment. So if you laying the very thin pigment, it's easier bleed. Okay, so once I load you as you can see, my brush is still very watery, have a lot of waters on my brushes, okay, by the green colors. And also, again, you want to go faster, okay? When you have a lot of water on your brush, you want to do a little bit faster. So in other words, when I show you, I was doing the one brush at a time. If I doing faster, I can kind of just drag this, okay? I can do just, can you see it? Okay. I can just very quickly, okay? Doing this,
Can't see. I
yeah,
did not see that.
okay, one more hands, okay.
I saw Pam instead.
Once you get used to, you don't have to do one leaf at a time, one brush stroke at a time. You can just drag it through. Let's do again here, right? You see that? Okay. I didn't do
Sometimes your leaves are ending with a point and sometimes they're blunt.
right. It's okay, because you have to keep it in mind that you're looking the leaves. It's not always a point. Maybe sometimes it's not the front view. Okay, sometimes it doesn't have a point, which is fine. Okay, but the important is the brush stroke. Okay, 5 brush stroke, make it the wider.
Okay.
Okay, so like this, I'm do again. You can go back and touch out a little bit. If you do want to have some tips, you can go back to touch it, but it's not necessary always have, okay?
Is it possible to hold up your paint so we can see how watery your paint is? No, not the paint itself.
How much is the water?
In the paint, in your paint,
bowl.
where you've mixed the paint. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, hold it up a little more. Yeah,
Right. You see, I have it's kind of, my brush is full of the water, have a full of water, but it won't dripping.
Yeah.
You don't want the dripping, okay? It's a wet, but not dripping,
Mhm.
right? So
But
this
the-
is
yeah.
this is the first layer,
Yeah.
all right?
But the bowl is not too watery, right?
No. Because I didn't fix. If you're doing a lot of the leaves, I would prefer you
Yeah.
to mix. Okay,
Okay.
let's do more.
I have another question. I'm noticing that I bought that package of 10 colors. Very clear. Does it make more sense to purchase 3 different tubes of different color greens instead of keeping to mix them up? I'm not too good at mixing my colors.
Well, you can, but the mixing color, you can get more different values, the different tone of the color. Instead of purple is purple, green
Uh-huh.
is red, you know. It's nicer if you can mix. As you can see now, I have more water, right?
Yes.
I'm on my, oh my, I'm dripping now.
Oops.
Of course, when you doing a lot of leaves, you need to mix your color more. Okay, you need to have more color mixed.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
where
right
is
now
the
I
dark
didn't.
green? I don't see your dark green. I only see your light green.
Right. Okay. You because this is the old pigment I used the last time. I didn't finish. You can still see the yellow there. Okay. Ideally, you want to mix your color just light green without this yellow there. I'm just use leftover. Okay. So you want to, if you're doing the 10 leaves, obviously you need to have more. So you don't need to go back and keep mixing. Same as the green. I was used the leftover, so I didn't pre-mix it. So okay, again, you want to pre-mix your green, right?
Hold it up a little bit.
So you want to pre-mix your green, okay?
And then if you have left over, you just add water.
Right. You see that? You see that water there?
Pretty liquidy.
Right.
Yeah.
You
So
see that?
do you keep that from week to week then?
No. Actually, I use I just have the block there. I didn't mix it. Okay. I will use. Otherwise, they will kind of peel off, dry.
Okay.
You know. So I will use all. Okay. But it depends. If you know you're going to do a lot of leaf, then you need to mix a little bit more. All right.
You don't need to get rid of the unused part, the part that's dry. You can just leave it for the next time, right?
Yeah, if you got like this is dry, right?
Right.
Here I have a block because this I didn't use all it's dry. Then you can just like a Western watercolor, you just spread some water softer, then use it. Okay.
Okay.
So ideally, you should mix your color, pre-mix your color, enough cover for your paintings. All right. Now I have the green.
But
right?
Amy, sometimes even the other colors become flaky, and like crimson turns flaky like the black.
Right.
And then you get grains. So I
Right.
don't.
It depends. Different brand, you know, the
Yeah,
quality
yeah.
is different, right? So at the end,
Mm.
I add a black on my tips. Okay, and I add the black. Okay. As you can see, the other painting in PowerPoint, I use the indigo and black, right? So another reason sometimes, you know, these didn't complete mix, have some, or you have another play, you have indigo. Sometimes you want a different value. For example, if you only have a basic 3 color, light green, middle tone, and the ink, but you don't want to do all the leaf are the same middle tone, right? The same color. So you still need to have another play, have indigo color. So some of the leaf can be even darker, okay? Have a darker green. So you want to have some value change. You don't want to have all even colors, right? You see, I'm very quickly adding the vine to pour
Mhm.
the 5 brushes or 4 brushes of it as into the 1 leaf, okay? All right, that's all, okay? So the leaves. Now I want to do the stem. So I have the lighter green, then I'm going to add a little bit brown color on my tips. The reason I use 2 color because I want to have some color changes instead of just 1 color. When you use 1 color, it looks flat. You want to try to give a 3-dimensional look. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do the start from here to carry up, right? You can do the few stop, okay? Few stop, okay? Then continues. So this, at least I give 1 now, okay? Now, how can I join those leaf with this stem? Okay, now I need to start adding the small stem to make a leaves connect to the main stem, right? So if you're just doing the 1 single stem, it kind of weak. So I'm going to add another one. Usually they have a few, okay, on the same group, okay. Now can you see I adding the small branches to connect the leaves, okay.
Make it look so easy.
I just need the practice.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm doing the second one, okay. So again, just
How did you say to load that again? What color did you say?
I was using the light green and I add a little bit burnt sienna on the tips. Okay, this is the second one, right? Then they have a lot of these small, these
Tendrils.
tendril, they go around this, all this after this a little bit dry out, you can see it's a brown color, right? This, right? The curve. So you can add that. You can use your small brushes. So of course, if it's a young leaves, you use the light green. If it's old like this, it's started dying and turned as the brownish colors. Okay, so it depends. So now I can add, for example, I'm adding here, right? I'm going to add this. You can curve a little bit and draw it down, like we doing the wisteria. Okay, right? You see that wiggling line, wrapped it. They have a lot of these, okay. But now you can see this painting. After we did a basic, we have a lot of leaves, but look at all this empty space. So I will add another grape, a bunch of grape here, okay, behind it, okay, and some lighter leaves. So you do the darker leaf first, and then after that you look at your paintings to see where you need to add the lighter leaves and add the grapes, give it the depth, okay. So I'm going to add, you can add some more. And these by some that could be a little bit more brown, dark brown is around these branches, right? They have some more, okay? We have some more, okay? So now I'm started, after I done this, I started adding more grapes. I think it's too empty there, only one single grape there. Then you started readjustify your paintings and add some more grapes, right? That's you do after, okay? Then you can add some more. I have some more here. Okay, one thing important I forgot when I first doing that, and remember I was talking about the dots on the grapes. Okay, so I'm adding that tiny dots on the bottoms. And remember doing that when still wet, okay? Now it's a little bit dry.
How do you
So
decide?
you can see all that the little bit dots, okay? That's you need to add it.
How do you decide where to put the curly tendril things, the curly parts, those little tendrils?
Mhm. Well, for example, like here it's kind of empty, right? And you can add some. If you look at these real ones at the tail, they do have some of these. You see these.
So they connect with the leaf.
They not connected with the leaf. They connect with the stem.
Right.
And comes out.
Near the leaf.
It is right.
Okay.
You see all these. Right. Then when they get longer, they start curling. Right. It's just like the a lot of the like a Maureen Gory. They also have this vine. They
Mhm.
they try to wrap it because they are so when you say where you decide, if I think here's too empty, right?
Mhm.
I want to have some hanging there. Or here, I can add some more on the top. You don't want the only on the bottom. You do want to add some on the top, right? Then this space I can leave for the the bees or the birds. You know, this white space, right? So here, as you can see, it's a kind of empty, right? So I'm just quickly adding few more grapes behind it. Okay, it doesn't have to be complete. Some of the complete, some of the just a part. Okay, was behind the leaves. Okay. So I'm just doing few to show you it can carry on. Okay. Some just show the complete, some is just doing the part of, right? I'm adding some more on the top, okay? And as you can see here, have a gap, you can add some more leaves and the lighter leaf. So the lighter leaf, after you finish all this, you can start to do some lighter leaf. See, I already have my brush. I didn't wash it. I still have some green. So then I just add some more waters. So I can start adding some of the lighter leaf here. Just to do some background wash, right? That's at the last. Okay, you can add some more. You see that light wash as the second layer. You see the feel of the lighter washes behind in between. Okay, that's the touch art at the last you're doing, right? Okay. So some the white areas you can touch out. I'll show you something.
Amy, do you have to cover the whole thing or keep some of it lighter? Isn't sometimes Asian art with a little less rather than so much more?
Huh?
Um,
You want again that you want to have some white area. You don't want to feel of the leaf or tree or feel the painting. You do want to give your painting some airs, okay? Some of the white spaces. But again, you don't want to have too many negative space, you know, because if you look at the real paintings, they have a lot of leaves. You want to add the depth so that this light area you can touch out, use the colors. Then the grapes, again, on the behind it, you still need to add a small stem to connect. Okay, just it's not just hanging there. You do want to connect these. Okay, as a group, right? Even so, they are part of I will add some more. I'm not going to finish up, but just to give you ideally, okay, you want to have another group, the grapes, it's behind the leaves, okay, that just add the depths, okay. So if I have some more grapes, yeah. So they are still, it's a grouping, just they show part of it's not completed, okay? But you do want it to have the grapes. Okay, some more, maybe hang out a little bit more down there. Okay, so that's what you needed to do, okay? So after dry, if you decide, say, I wanted to add some wash of the background, okay, then you can do the little bit light washes as the background to fade out, okay. As this I did this morning. I just wanted, I'm going to send the video to you later, okay. So you can, I just showing you do you have a two stand, so could be the two different kind of grapes, okay. And then you can, after you dry, you can do the background wash, all right? Like if I use the blue, light blue, I can go over with the leaf, okay? I don't have to go around the leaf, okay? Because I'm doing the very light washes. So
Would you do a blue wash or a green wash?
either way, whatever you want, okay? So for example, or you can add a little bit purplish, whatever you want.
You're using that brush while it's still wet, while the paper's still wet, or the paints are
No,
wet?
after dry, don't wet it when still wet, okay, after dry.
Oh,
You
it's
can use
dry, then you use the wet again, okay.
right, if you want to do the background wash, okay?
Okay.
So you don't have to, because traditional Chinese art we leave white. But if you say, well, I want to add some color, then you can. But I would do fade out, graduate out, you know. So when I do the blue wash, you don't want to go over. Oh, but for the green leaves, you can just kind of go over. It's okay because they base are green color, right? So I'm just going to be, if I'm going to be do light washes, just doing some. Okay, if I'm doing some very light washes, or greenish blue, right? So you can go over to the leaves because they are same in the same family, right? You can go over very light. You have a little bit yellow. It doesn't have to be a flat wash, okay? It could be have some very colors, but the very light washes. Don't overdo it. Then when you do on the purple, you don't want to do the, you can go over a little bit yellow. You don't want to use the blue, okay? So you have to, when you wash it, you kind of need to look at your colors. If it's a yellow, it's okay, go over. Right?
When you made the small dots on each grape, did you use black or just any dark color?
Black.
Black.
Amy, do you have to put that black dot? Because I went to look at the grapes and I couldn't find the black
Yes, it does very tiny. All the grapes it has, they're very tiny, the dots. You see that? I color in the background. Can you see it? Oh, my hand
Mhm.
is all the
Yeah.
way. I color it a little bit.
Amy, you ever color on the back side?
Yeah, you can.
Is that easier?
Depends on what you're doing.
Okay.
If you are doing the white subject,
Yeah,
then you use opaque white. Then you're coloring in the
the back.
back. That way, it blocks the. It's easier.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to do that. Okay, that's it. That's the grapes.
Amy, apart from grapes, when do you give the next class? Is that in what? Do you start the next class? I know you're not teaching next semester. When are you going to be teaching again?
Spring.
I thought it was winter.
Oh yeah, I think spring and the winter is together. They always say the winter,
Okay.
spring, right? It's from the February to
You're right, it's
April.
spring, winter. because-
Yeah. They
When
put
does it
together.
begin?
I think of
Sorry.
February.
When are you going to start again? In April?
Oh no, February. February. Yeah. And winter section.
So you're not
Put this way. Winter, spring. Yeah. So I'm going to skip the fall. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to do some. I want to try to do some paintings. Find some times do some paintings. And the main reason because I have a lot of work lately. I'm just feel very
So will all the videos from the summer stay up so that we can go back and
video. I think some that I deleted because the file it's
yeah.
bigger. So
Yeah.
I don't know you have a download or not. I can try to upload again, but the old one I deleted because I usually I put it in my Google Drive. But I bought more space, and then after that for a while I have trouble, and then Tiny was uploaded to
Yeah.
the.
What? Yeah, I think the one that's on YouTube should stay.
Yeah, YouTube still there. Yeah. But if in my Google Drive, the some that I deleted already because want to free up some space. But if you want, I can put back in again.
Can we make a YouTube site or something that we sign up for or?
Yeah, you can. First, you have to download though. So you have to download what Amy has on her Dropbox to your computer.
How
And,
do you do that?
huh? Well, you basically when you
You're
click
saying-
on her video, there's a thing that say download on it, and just download on your computer.
Yeah, once a
Oh, so
Tiny
then
put
we-
in the YouTube still in there. You
Yeah.
just need the Tiny just need to resend you the link, right?
Yep.
Tiny?
Yep.
Yeah. I can I can some the maybe Tiny can upload other.
No, I can. If you
Into
still have them on your Dropbox, I can download.
either we put it in the Dropbox because my Dropbox is the free Dropbox. So
Yeah.
sometimes I
it's
delete
limited.
some stuff. Yeah, free other space.
But you already deleted those,
I deleted from the Dropbox already. I
but you
can
have
put
it on your hard drive somewhere?
But I do have I do have it in my computer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
So
might be
you
able-
can upload it. You can
Yeah.
upload it to the YouTube
Okay,
and just send the link to everybody.
okay.
And let me know which one you already have in the YouTube so I don't have to upload it again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't have to be everything, but you know, just a few that we can keep practicing.
Oh yeah. For these semesters, every week we have I have a demo. If you are interested, you can.
Yes, yes,
You know.
yes, please.
And the PowerPoint you have, you can just download it
Right.
to look at the samples.
Yeah.
Maybe Amy, I'll get with you afterwards, after the
Sure,
session
sure,
ends,
sure.
and
Okay.
and get those on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. So
And-
just keep a practice, any subject that you like to do, and the same thing, just get comfortable, use the brush, and no matter what you're doing, you are asking me about that flower. I never done that flower before. I
The
can
journey.
try.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any subject, same thing, how you load the color on your brush and doing the only 2 brush stroke. One's the center point. Second is the side brush. Okay. So only these 2. Small leaves, you use more center. Big leaf, you use the side. So you got the bigger areas, right? And some big leaf like sunflower leaves is a big. Let me do a sunflower leaves.
So you're gonna teach next week.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we have next week is our last week, okay?
Oh, it's not today. I
my
thought today was last week.
Huh?
No, Sharon.
We have
Next
one
week
more
is last-
class.
Okay.
So next week, I think it was I think I'm going to just videotape the web mount. So I'm not going to demo the web mount in the class, okay? I just going to video the web mount. And because some of you already know, some don't, okay? Then I think next we are doing the pine tree and the egret. It's I think that's the last things we're going to do for the next class.
Oh, we are doing an egret. I thought you're doing, if you do pine, weren't you doing crane?
Oh,
Are we doing
crane,
or
or maybe
egret?
the crane, okay. Crane and
thought you already did the-
crane and the pine trees, okay? At the last class. Then we can have a virtual party.
Yes, unfortunately, no real parties.
Okay, so for sunflower leaves, again, because most of you doesn't have a bigger brush, so you use your large brushes, right? And now I'm not really worried about the color. I just want to show you the shapes of the sunflowers. Okay, maybe a little bit black. Okay, so side brush stroke, right? This is something like that, or could be even wider. So this is a 2 brush stroke, right? let's do one. Okay. So you curve your leaves, right? And try make it big as possible. See, this is one brush stroke, right? First one. Then I'm doing the second one. Kind of out goes in.
Like a heart shape.
Right, like a heart shapes. Right. Okay. Like this. Right.
Hmm.
And if it's still not enough to manage this, I'm going to use the again to touch out. Make a third brush stroke. Make it wider. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, the proportion have right. The sunflower is big, so their leaf is big. Okay, unless the top a little bit small, so the proportion have to be correct. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
So if we did them wrong, we could just go over it.
You can go over. You can go over, especially if your leaves is lighter
Right,
color.
yeah.
You can go over. Yeah. That's the one thing about the brush, Chinese brush paintings. When you go over, because it's watercolor, you see through your second brush stroke, unless you use heavy colors. Okay. So if you start with very light, then yeah, you go back, you can cover it, right?
Do you, I think you bought those yellow chips from OAS for the yellow, the chip color.
Oh, chips.
Do you like that any better than from the tube?
Oh yeah, yeah. The actually it's not the chips yellow color. Yellow color is the real color. It's much better. It's the more mirror. It's like a rocks. It's not the
Yeah.
chips.
Right.
And the other color chips colors are always better than the tube. Okay, they are more expensive. Its quality is better.
Amy, where are you getting
You can
where are you
huh?
getting the tubes?
Oh, your
Where should I? So some of my colors are finishing. So where
Okay,
should I get the tubes?
you can get it from Amazon, okay? And especially some of the color we use more than other,
Right.
like yellow, right? Indigo yellow, and what else?
Okay. You
The
think
brown
that's
color,
the best?
the Persiana. Those three color we use more, right? So you can buy I think it's 5 they have a 5 tube in a one box. Before somebody buy the one box, they share with the classmate. Okay. So if you don't want to get a whole set, you can buy a single, like a special the yellow and the indigo.
You can't buy tube.
Okay.
You can't buy tube by
No,
tube.
you
can
cannot buy the one single one. Or you have to buy the whole set of a 5. One set have a 5 same color. Okay, just check in the Amazon. Okay, so they
Plaza has all the tubes.
Because
right?
no, the Prada doesn't have this kind.
Oh,
yeah, I did. I bought it from Plaza. The only thing is that they were the $12 a tube.
oh.
Prada have this.
$15 a tube. I bought Crimson from there.
Oh, it's a Crimson. It's a different brand. If you want to buy this Chinese Marie color, you buy online, and then like if you continuously doing the Chinese brush painting, you can buy the yellow and the indigo a little bit more. It's okay, just a 5 tube.
I don't know. This, Amy, this was what
I
I
see.
bought. I don't
Okay.
know if you can see it. This is Chinese. It's permanent Alizarian crimson.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
But that's why I was thinking to, from OAS to, since for the yellow and the indigo, maybe to buy the chips instead of the tube. The raw chip.
The chips, it's not they only give you not much chips. They only give you a few. I
Mm.
mean, I don't know how many chips they give it to you, but they cost more.
So the tube would be cheaper than,
Oh yeah, the tube. I think each one. I think before it's a 5 for $7. I don't know how much right now. So 5 tubes is $7. But the so each one only dollar something, you know. But I believe those chips cost much more. Yeah.
I thought they might last longer or something, but no.
You need to dilute. How much you use, how much you dilute it. You don't all dilute at once. Yeah.
But do you like the yellow? Because it's different, right? The chip yellow?
Right. It's the yellow doesn't sell the chips. Yellow is like they sell like they weighed by the it's kind of like a rock. So it's a natural mineral. Okay. So and the color is much nicer than the tube one. But I don't know how much that cost because I bought some before a long time ago. I have a sample here, but see, this is the yellow, okay. You know, some that they I believe when they sell much smaller than this. It costs more. This is kind of expensive. This is the real.
But it looks brown.
Yeah, but it's yellow color. And nice.
Do you have to grind it, or what do you have to do to?
No, you just soft it. You just soft it. You know, maybe when you do it, you just chop it a little pieces, then you soft it. Okay.
Does that make a different green with the indigo than the Marie's yellow? Or
Yeah. Yes. Like some that they come out of like the cup. You see these? This is a wet. This is a canvas like this. So it's all little cups. See this? I think this is a fellow blue. I guess I have to continue painting Chinese brushwork. I have too many paints.
You're supposed to have too many paints. You're an artist.
I know. I have a lot of good paint that I haven't used. I needed to start to use it because I keep using those tubes for convenience, you know. But actually, the quality is much better. Those kind, you know. I needed to start to use my teacher give me some I needed to use, but those cost more and the quality is much better.
What is the name of this one that you're talking about, which is 5? Because on Amazon, I'm looking.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the,
You just look at
it's
just
the
a
same one.
Chinese paint and or Marie Chinese paint. They come out the whole set, 12 color, 18 color. Then they have one.
What's the name? Did you say? Marie?
Yellow?
Did you say?
Marie, yeah, Marie, yeah.
Oh, I see, Marie. Okay.
The tiny. Do you buy those chips in China? Do you buy any chips?
Yeah, I did.
Do you use it?
No. I was too lazy.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just, convenient, but those are cost more,
Yeah, I guess when I get good at painting, then I'll use it.
Yeah, the quality is much better.
Yeah.
By the time Tiny gets to painting anything, it's 11 o'clock at night. So
Me too.
the
Oh, a night out,
incentive.
yeah.
We're all night out. We're
Yeah,
all
we are.
sleeping.
Except Amy stay up until 3 in the morning.
I know. I didn't go to sleep to 2 or 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
It just gets me nervous. So I get up 6 o'clock on Monday morning and stay late last night.
Boy.
Well, what you are talking about is Marie's big size Chinese painting color tubes, 5 for $9.
Oh, they go up. The used to be $7. Yeah.
No, these are big ones. They're not small.
Tiny, do you see my tables, the new tour I got here?
What's that?
You see my new tour?
Your new tour?
Yeah. You see this cell phone holder and this
Yeah.
lamp?
No.
So you can clip on the tables and take a video.
Yes.
Oh, I
So
see
you
it
can
now.
take a video,
That's great.
I ordered it 3 months ago, and then finally come
Yeah.
last week.
That's very nice.
So if later I demo the cooking, I can click on the table.
So are you using that right now?
Actually, I tried it this morning, the first time I tried it, but I think, I don't know, I have to go back and check how things going.
That's great.
But the end up, I still using my iPad to
Mhm.
video. I
Yeah.
just thought maybe this can get more close,
Yeah.
to the subject I wanted to. So
Yeah. I wonder if you can actually do 2 camera on Zoom. But you
Yeah,
have to sign 2 different things.
another watercolor teacher said he was looking and somebody showed him that you can use your phone as one and like
Right.
put that over what you're doing, and then the other is your laptop or your iPad,
Huh.
and somehow you can use both.
Yeah. That would be nice.
It just depends also on the power of it. I mean, does it come out as very definite or hazy?
Yeah.
Doesn't
I
it?
don't know.
I think the stand will enable it to focus. Yeah, her new stand there
Mhm.
will go straight down.
right, it's a closer, but you cannot get a big area, because it's more close to the subject, more closer. But
Yeah.
when I do the video, I use the iPad because of the distance, so I can give the whole tables. And this is maybe just a focus, small areas.
But have you ever seen how you can use both in the same class at the same
I
time?
haven't tried that. I haven't.
I don't
tried
know how he did it, but he said somebody showed him.
I know I was not too happy this semester the way doing. I think somehow the video still couldn't get close enough to see the demos. And I think the MC also want the teachers all taking some classes for using the Blackboard or some others
Mhm.
to help out. So in August, I'm going to take in some classes.
Mhm. Well, you have come a long way, Amy.
Huh?
You have come a long way
I
on
know.
Zoom teaching.
I know.
Amazing.
Great.
Yeah. It's well, I don't know how's everybody, but so far, I guess it's okay for me.
Working good. Yeah.
So yeah, because
This is
they kind of doing a survey that say in the spring, what you prefer to teaching the online or the in person. So and they want to turn in the schedule in the early August. So I responded it depends on the schools. If they opened, then I will teach in person. If they still shut down, I will do the online for the winter, spring sections. So we see what happens.
Can you offer one of each?
Yeah, why, either way,
Like
either way.
one day do online and one day do in
No,
person?
no, just one, either in person or online. So depends if it's still they say either keep a 6 foot distance, probably online is better because the classroom is harder to make a 6 foot distance from each other, you know. So I
And
don't know
each other,
how's
right?
everybody
We won't
think about this.
you. Amy, 6 feet is okay from each other, but we can't see you if we are 6 feet away. We
I
can't
know
see
it couldn't
the
around
demo.
me, you know. So I was thinking that, you know, I was told them that it's a school's decision. If they open to the public,
Yeah.
then will be the back of the in person, because you know, we do missing some of the in person contact, right? And I think it's half of the class, they are very quiet. So we see what happens. You know, if they open to the public, I will prefer the in person. Okay, and
So
We
if
would
not enough
prefer
students
in
sign up, then that's fine. If they wanted to continue online, then I will do online.
you all the food we are missing.
Huh? Oh, food. I
I
know.
was
I
saying,
stopped cooking.
person we are missing the food.
Okay, Shilin, call me after class. I can tell you how to make that pancake that you asked me last time. Okay, Shilin, you hear me?
Yes, yes, I hear
Okay,
you.
call
I'll
me.
call
I
you after
tell
class.
you how to make that pancake. I find out from my girlfriend. Right, it's so funny.
Amy,
Right
I
after
made it.
You made it. It works.
No, it's okay. I made the pancake for the Peking duck, and we all had, it came out very well. So I have the recipe now.
Oh,
Thanks.
good. Okay.
I made it. I
Okay.
made it, and my husband said it was better than the restaurant. So
Oh,
we are
okay.
happy
That's
with it.
good. Okay, I see you all next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Amy.
You're
Thanks, Amy.
welcome.
Very
Bye.
much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody
Bye.
have a nice Sunday.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna see.
Bye.
I'm gonna
Check
see what I
that.
can do with the recording.
Yeah, check the Larry Land. Yeah. It's
Okay.
a nice
All
place
right.
to go. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.